Today we're making homemade granola, and this is a fantastic thing to keep in your store cupboard whenever you want a quick, tasty and healthy breakfast. You can even use it as an ingredient further down the line to make granola bars and breakfast bars, or sprinkle on top of desserts and crumbles. It's such a versatile thing, and here's everything you need. We'll start this recipe where any good granola recipe begins, and that's with rolled oats. Good old-fashioned rolled oats. I've got 550 grams here, and I'm just going to place them into a mixing bowl. And then next I've got a selection of nuts. I've got 70 grams of walnuts, 70 grams of almonds and 70 grams of hazelnuts. You can use any nuts that you like here. It's really up to you what you want to use. And all I'm going to do is roughly chop them. I'm just going to run my knife through them, and I'll leave some chunky, some will be small, and then we're going to add them in with the oats. Next, into the bowl I'll add 100 grams of pumpkin seeds, and then I've got 100 grams of these banana chips that I'm going to add in as well. So that's the dry ingredients ready, but next we need to do the wet ingredients, which is going to add the sweetener, the sweetness, the beautiful flavour that's going to enhance this granola and get that beautiful golden sticky shine on it. So to begin with, I've got 200 millilitres of apple juice. Use the best quality apple juice you can get, because the better quality it is, the better the flavour is going to be and the better it is for you. Then into that I'm going to add 130 millilitres of maple syrup. You could also use honey here if you like, or any other syrup of your preference. Next we'll add in 100 millilitres of olive oil. You could also use melted down coconut oil. And then finally 1 teaspoon of vanilla bean paste or vanilla extract. Whisk those ingredients together to combine, and then pour it over the dry mixture. Next you need to give that a good mix until it's all evenly coated and all the ingredients are evenly distributed. And then we're going to spread it out evenly onto a baking tray lined with parchment paper. Now you might need multiple trays for this, because it's important that we lay this in a nice even layer. We don't want it piled up, because we want it all to get nice golden and crisp. If you only have one tray, you might need to do this in batches. Place your granola into a preheated oven at 170 degrees Celsius fan for around 25 to 30 minutes. But every 10 minutes we're going to give it a good stir to make sure it's nice and evenly cooked all over. But we're not done there. I've got 100 grams of dried apricots and 100 grams of dried cranberries. You can use any dried fruit that you like to eat, and all I'm going to do is simply roughly chop these and stir these through at the end once the granola is toasted and ready. If we add these in the oven, they will puff up and burn and go bitter, and we don't want that. We want the beautiful sweetness to come through in our granola. So once your granola is ready, it should look something like this. There's beautiful toasted bits, and it just smells absolutely amazing. Smells like home. Honestly, your kitchen smells brilliant with this one. So next, what I'm going to do is sprinkle over some of that dried fruit and just mix it through while it's still warm. And that just helps get the flavours going, but it's not enough to burn it or make it go bitter. So we'll get that dried fruit on there, mix it through, and then we'll leave it to cool before placing it into sealed containers ready for storage. So there we go, homemade granola, as simple as that. I hope you enjoy this one and give it a go for yourself. If you've got any recipes that you'd like me to try, don't forget to put them down in the comments, and if I like them, I might just give them a go. Thanks for watching, hit subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next video.